What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to SeaWorld Productions. We have the first early, non-spoiler reaction for Leigh Whannell's Wolfman, releasing in theaters next week. Tickets finally went on sale. I snagged my tickets for next Friday, and I cannot wait to experience this Wolfman, you guys. I'm a big fan of Leigh Whannell's work. What he did with the Invincible Man was absolutely phenomenal. Really just modernizing this character in a way I never would have thought. Brilliant. So when I found out he was going to be directing a Wolfman film, I was hyped and I was excited. But then when I found out Ryan Gosling was attached to it but then dropped out because of creative differences, I was a little worried. And then we get those set photos and, video leaks of the Universal Horror Nights of the possible look of the Wolfman design in the film. And a lot of people scaled back in concern. A lot of people did. Now, he's come out and stated that his design in the film won't necessarily look exactly like that, but I have a feeling it's in the same ballpark. And then I recently watched, the behind-the-scenes look into the film and how he was talking about the creative process of coming up with, the prosthetics and, the design within itself. And I was very impressed. The fact that he really wanted it to feel real and, and engaging and not just a CGI flop mess. I appreciate that so much. Taking inspiration, he said, from John Carpenter's The Thing or, The Fly. Those two films alone have some of the greatest, effects being, practical. Really good stuff for being at the time it was, you guys. So I love the fact that he took inspiration with that. So with the design, you guys, I'm gonna not let it try to hinder my excitement for the film. I'm still gonna go see it next week and I'm still gonna be excited about it. And who knows, maybe the design will really, impress me. But as of right now, you guys, we'll see what happens. But let's dive deep into some of these early reactions for the Wolfman and what people are saying. This is coming from Andrew J Salazar. Leigh Whannell's Wolfman is a pulse-pounding, super fun take on a classic werewolf cinema. Less is more in this effective tale of generational guilt. The infected Wolfman design also works far better on screen. Very different. Very different. Interesting. Griffith Sheller says, Leigh Whannell continues to be the master of space and sound with the Wolfman movie. A damn good reimagining that plays like The Shining by the way of The Fly. A claustrophobic parental panic attack with nasty body horror and a surprising amount of heart. If you enjoy The Invincible Man, you'll dig this. Interesting. Rachel Leishman says, Wolfman will leave you afraid of the dark. Watch this movie with my feet up on the air because I was terrified of what could grab my ankles. Just a suspenseful thrill from start to finish. Christopher Abbott is a star and I love him so much. Anthony says, Wolfman is scary and heartwarming. Some of the best jump scares I've watched in a horror movie in a while. The prosthetics are insane. The acting is great, but the amount of times I had to close my eyes in fear and disgust is what stuck with me leaving the theater. So he's definitely talking about the transformation of the husband becoming the infected Wolfman. Everything's done practically. So when you see the fingernails coming through, that's done practically. There's no visual effects on that, which is very impressive. Hunter Bolding says, Wolfman is everything that I wanted and some. A truly excellent horror film that gives you a bloody horror, family horror, and some gruesome effects. The entire cast is excellent, but Christopher Abbott takes it up to another level as a classic character. Yeah. Tessa Smith says, Wolfman is not just terrifying. It packs an emotional punch. I found myself jumping out of my skin and then shedding tears. The acting is top-notch, and the cinematography is insane. The way the camera switches, the POVs provides a masterclass in horror. I loved it. The hashtag show says, Wolfman is some of the most excellent horror in recent memory. A slow transformation will sicken you, but it tells a story that packs a familiar punch. A great cast highlights an utterly terrifying film. That's what I like to see. The fact that they're really, really impressed, not with just, the story of Wolfman. There's a sense of this connection with the family, especially when you think about it, from the trailers and teasers of what we've seen, it looks like there's only maybe 3 or 4 people in this movie as a whole. And the claustrophobic feel of being in this house stuck with your husband stuck with your father, slowly transforming into this Wolfman, is absolutely terrifying. Because each day or each hour must really take a toll on him. He starts to lose his mind. And we kind of seen it in the trailers. So that's really fascinating to me. Look, it seems like everybody's really digging it. And that's really exciting to me. And that's what I want from these classic horror films. Look at Nosferatu that came out in December. One of my favorite films of 2024. Really blew me away. So damn good. Robert Eggers, absolutely amazing. And then we have Wolfman in January next week. And then we have, The Bride coming out later this year. I think this is the comeback of the classic Universal, iconic horror monsters. And I'm excited about it. I want more of this. Apparently they're working on a new Mummy film. So this is definitely exciting. If you scale it back and you take away all the big budget, aspects of your film, and you really base it on creativity and you really base it off story and expression, you can do wonders in a very artistic way. And that's what I think we should do with these iconic classic horror monsters, you guys, for Universal. That's the way to go, because the big spectacle route failed drastically with Tom Cruise. You throw a big name in there, absolutely it fell flat. It was more of a Tom Cruise film than anything. So I'm excited to see it next week. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about these non-spoiler early reactions for Leigh Whannell's Wolfman. Thoughts and opinions, post your comments down below. And of course, thank you guys for taking time out of your day for watching C-Roll Productions. Peace.